Hello everybody, welcome to the Real Life Health Show. Today we are going to be making our juice in our Nama J2 juicer. And this is an amazing juicer and I'm going to show you today how easy it is. And I wanted to do some juicing recipes here because I know many people always ask me what are my favorite juicing recipes. I usually look at what I have laying around the house, what's left over in the refrigerator in terms of what I'm going to juice or go to the garden. And today I'm going to do a kale, apple, cucumber, carrot, lemon juice. And the kale I'm using is Lacinato kale, also known as dinosaur kale. And this kale I used to love when I did use the old juicers because you just put it in, you didn't have to cut it or anything else. Well, when you're making juice here in the Nama J2 juicer, you cut the vegetables up and it's like putting the vegetables in a blender. So this is the only one that I miss the old juices of feeding it through because it takes it so easily. But I just cut this up here and then put everything in. So today I'm going to show you how I do this. And there are many different variations to this juice. You can add ginger if you like ginger. If you wanted to have it sweeter, you could add maybe more carrots or even some beets, which I often do. Beets and celery are two things I really enjoy that I haven't put in this one. I'm also putting sprouts in this one. These sprouts I actually grew in my house, right in my kitchen here. I got sunflower sprouts and also pea sprouts. So here we go. Okay, so these are the sprouts that I made. These are sunflower sprouts and these are pea sprouts. I made these in my own house. I have other videos where I talk about this. And here's the kale I was just talking about. I cut it up real easily in here. And I have about 4 big carrots. I just pulled this kale right out of my yard. I have a cucumber, a half of an organic cucumber. And then I have 2 small apples. Now I have lemon. Sometimes I put lemon in the juice, sometimes not. Tonight I'm feeling like I want to put it in the juice. So you just cut everything up, and let me show you the cucumber as I cut it. Another thing, when you're using those other juicers, you just put it right in and it feeds through. But with the Nama J2, you just cut them up, and that's it. So basically, this juicer is very simple to use. You just put everything right in here. And just traditional, like every juice, I do like to have the softer stuff first and then put and the greens first, and I'll put the carrots last, but I might mix them in a little. But I got my apples and my lemon and my cucumber in there. Now I'm going to put some sprouts. I love sunflower sprouts. I'm going to put a bunch of sunflower sprouts in there. Okay, leave that to the side. Now I'm going to put some pea sprouts in. Oh, pea sprouts are so good. Put a bunch of pea sprouts in there. All right. Now, the only thing I have left to put in there is the kale and the carrots. But I'm going to start this and show you the process here of how it works here. So as you can see, it's juicing itself. Like what's so great about this juicer is I can literally walk away and it's doing itself. And it's just about done. So if you come here and look, I'll show you the juice as it comes out. You just open that up and look at that juice pour right out. I love seeing this. And on this side, all the pulp comes out. This is all the pulp that's coming out. Now, you can reuse that pulp if you like, or you could just use it later on and freeze it. So now, as this is going down, I'll put a few carrots in here. Now, with traditional juices, this is done a little bit differently, but this is how you do it with the Nama J2. That's it pretty much. So it's doing itself, and that's what's so amazing about the Nama J2 juicer. Now, some people like to take a screen and have a screen right here so it's catching it as it's coming in. But I'll show you later how I screen my juice. Okay, as that's coming down, I'm going to open this up in a second, and that's going to stop everything. I could have just kept putting carrots in the back, but I want to add a bunch of kale. Because carrots and apples are quite sweet. And as much as I like sweetness, the key to this drink for me is the sprouts and the greens, and that's what I want. So I'm just going to finish this off by putting the kale and the carrots, And that's it. So that's pretty much done. And what I can start too is, if I really want to, I can start cleaning up. This is a craft of a Vitamix. Well, that's the one I can do this and I can talk to you. This is a craft of a Vitamix. So what I do is I take the screen and I put it like that. And I put that right in this sink. Just like that. And I'm going to pour the juice right into there. And it's going to sift out any fiber that did get through. And that's it. It's that easy. So I'm just letting this come. Now, this is pretty cool to watch. You can close this if you want and let it build up. And then it'll pour out. Or you can leave it open. I like to leave it open once I start the juice. Here it comes. Okay. And it's almost done. And I'm going to get these last couple of pieces here. So while this juice is going, I will tell you this juicer is not a cheap juicer. This is an expensive juicer, but worth it. Because look how easy it does the job and how quickly and quietly it does the job. Now, the thing is, the company has a great program where you don't have to pay for this all up front. You can make monthly payments, which is a wonderful thing. And if you use my coupon code Paul10, I'll put that link below the video here, you can get 10% off. So that's a pretty significant discount as well. To me, it's worth it. And I'm about to finish this juice off here, but the thing that's so great about it is you don't have to do anything, and it's doing it by itself. So this juice is great. It has a lot of sprouts in it, it has a lot of kale in it, and it has the apple and the cucumber and the carrots, and that's going to make it nice and sweet as well. And oh yeah, I put that lemon in there as well. It's going to be great. It's actually a half a lemon I put in. So I wait for that. So now I just shut that here, and I can just close that, and it's not going to drip all over my counter. So now what I do is this. I'll take the juice and I'll pour it right over the screen into my Vitamix blender craft. So that's the way I like to strain the juice. Some of you might ask, why do we have to strain the juice if we're using a juicer? Isn't that the job of the juicer? Yes, it is. But the point of juicing is to separate not just some, but all of the pulp. Otherwise, you would just want to use a blender. So I want to make sure I'm getting all of the pulp out of there. So I'll go the extra step in juicing. And it also shows me how good the juicer is when you have less pulp left over. It shows you how much pulp is actually getting in the juice. Now, of course, besides just the type of juicer you're using, also a big part of it is what you're using. So apples might leave a little bit more residue behind and some of the softer things. But it also shows you that. So now I'm just going to sift through this here. Okay, and pretty much there I am, done. So most of the residue that's left over was just some apple here, which is typical of that. And here's my juice. So I'm going to get a glass now, and I'm going to enjoy this. Here we go. And that's it. And to clean this juicer is even quicker. It takes under 2 minutes you can clean this juicer. It's really easy to take apart and put together. I'll make another video showing you how to do that. But this is this recipe in the Nama J2 juicer. Remember, you can make different variations as you would like to. And let me just get a straw here. And that is a delicious juice. All right, everybody, if there's other recipes you would like me to show you with this Nama J2 juicer and juicing recipes, just put that in the comments below. If you have the Nama J2 juicer and you love it, put that in the comments below. And if you don't like it for any reason, put that in the comments below and I'll address that in future videos. But I am definitely loving this juicer, and you can love it too. 10% off if you use my code PAUL10. The link is below. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Have a great day and a great fall life.
Good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.